Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome to the internet and welcome to my channel. It's me, Odio, and I'm back today to do another review for you, and it's Frasier episode 8. It's a goodbye to his old radio show at KACL. Let's get into it. Woo-wee! So Frasier's back this week, and it's another. I love the episodes with the cameos in them. I'm a big fan of the callback episodes with the cameos. So thank you, Dr. Crane. I knew right away. I'm like, boom, radio show. We're going to get someone, and we do. It opens up in the cafe with Frasier hanging out. Roz is back. Love seeing Roz. She's kind of recording Frasier, gathering info and things because he's going to be coming back and reprising his old show on KACL just for like a day. They're trying to drum up some money because Roz now runs the whole studio, the whole radio station, and she says they're going broke. So Frasier's going to come back and help out. He's trying to get Freddie to come with them. Freddie's like, I'd like to check out a Mariners game. So Frasier's like, yeah, maybe we'll do that. It's pretty funny. And like she's recording Frasier like he's in the restaurant. He sees someone come in, like almost like narrating his life. It's great. I love seeing him and Roz together again. She's back more this season, so they have like a nice little camaraderie. But yeah, so Frasier, Roz, and Freddie are all heading back to Seattle. Welcome to Seattle. They're going back. They hear the blues are calling. Tossed salad and scrambled eggs. And while that's going on, Alan, oh my goodness, he has David, Niles' son, as a TA. Oh, and they're going back to Seattle, but I thought we were going to see Niles, but apparently he's not there. Niles has bought himself a vineyard, and he's off making wine or having people make wine for him on his vineyard. You know, the Niles way. Like, Frasier makes a comment that he's definitely not doing it himself. But anyway, David is working for Alan, bringing him crumpets and stuff that he made. And Alan's like, these crumpets suck. You're a terrible teaching assistant. So David gets all upset, and he actually goes to be Olivia's teaching assistant. And she's like, oh, I don't really need a teaching assistant. At one point, he's like, don't worry, I cleaned the board for you. She's like, with my thesis on it? What? Like, she does not want David around. She's like, Alan, just take him back. He just wants you to be nice to him. And at one point, Alan ends up replacing him with this other assistant. And like, he's totally mean to the other assistant. He keeps telling him like, well, David didn't do it like that. Well, David did this better. At one point, he wants Olivia to leave. He rings a bell like, ding, 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 ding. I am done with her now. Olivia's like, what are you doing, Alan? But Alan is so mean to that new guy that he ends up leaving too. And by the end of it, Olivia learns that Alan responds to his angry Scottish mother. So she comes in with a Scottish accent. Don't you be mean to David there. And it gets David to come back in. And she makes Alan tell David that his crumpet is not the worst crumpet ever. So it all gets resolved. But yeah, it's a pretty funny side plot. But I mean, back to the main event though, of course. So then when we go out to Seattle and Freddie and Frasier are there, it's really funny. At one point, Freddie's like, what about that Mariners game? And Frasier's like, I honestly didn't think, I don't even know why you believed me. As if there was ever a chance of that happening. So as they go to the radio station, yeah, it's pretty run down. But you get Roz, and then out of nowhere you see Bulldog is back, and Gil. Oh, remember Gil was always kind of like in the closet, like you kind of knew but didn't know. So when they get there and they're all being reintroduced, Bulldog looks pretty good actually. Looks kind of like he used to on the old show. I mean, everyone else looks a lot older. I mean, he still looks older, but I'm just saying he aged well. And then Roz at one point goes, and while you were gone, Frasier, someone came out of the closet. It's like, oh, Frasier knows. He looks right at Gil like, I always kind of knew. And Bulldog's like, yeah, it was me. They're like, what? So all that masculinity, that toxic masculinity, he's like, no, I still do that. Oh, it was hilarious because I really thought it was going to be Gil. It's great that it wasn't. It was even funnier that it was Bulldog. And then as they're there, he really sees how run down it is. Like his old desk has like a nest under it and stuff. It was awesome to see though. It's like the same old set and stuff, except like, you know, older and much worse. But they travel around, you know, Frasier wants to check out the old haunts. So, of course, they head on back over to Cafe Nervosa, where they used to go on the old show, like every episode. When they get in there, though, Frasier doesn't like it. There's couches and stuff. It's just not as fancy. It's not as cozy and nice. He just thinks it sucks compared to when he used to be there. And absolutely hilarious. They get one of his old callers, Lou. He's going to be coming on the show talking about the advice he got all those years ago. Because Roz was apparently dating all the other ones and it'd be inappropriate for them to come on. But Her explanation was great. But anyway, they meet Lou, and like Frasier told him to, follow his dreams and become a magician. So his life's a failure. His wife has left him. He's not sure if the kids are his, and he's afraid of clocks. It was awesome. Then he gets scared by a clock and runs out, and Frasier's like, get him back in here. And he's like, why are you afraid of clocks? He's like, it's probably because, my wife's new boyfriend always puts me in the headlock, and I see his watch. And Frasier's like, that's what it is. Next time that happens, stand up for yourself. So, Lou says he will, and he goes off. Then Frasier goes back into KSL to do his show. And like I said, it's pretty run down. Gil is like he's like, we need to pay for money so I can do musical commercials. It was pretty funny. They had Gil in there kind of singing one or two. I don't remember the tunes, but it was funny. If you check out the episode, you'll see. And then when he's there, Lou comes back in. He's got all his stuff. He's like, well, yeah, I did what you said, and I stood up for myself when my ex-wife's boyfriend put me in the headlock. But as soon as he fell out of the wheelchair and stuff, everyone got really mad at me. Frasier's like, oh God, just don't listen to any of my advice ever. It was hilarious. Then Frasier finishes the whole talk show and stuff and helps out Roz at the old radio station. It was pretty cool. And he doesn't go to Marinagate with Freddie, but he takes him to McGinty's. I loved it when they go see McGinty's. That used to be where their dad, Frasier's dad, would always go. And you'd always have the beer in there with the boys, When they're in McGinty's too, it's super awesome because they actually have a picture of their dad on the wall in there. And then Bulldog comes in, he's like, what are you guys doing in a gay bar? And then Frasier looks around and realizes it's a gay bar. And it's super funny. So Frasier ends up, coming to this big realization, like, I have to move past the radio station, move on to different challenges and different things. I can't live in the past. It's time to let it go. And he's like, you know what I mean, Roz? And she's like, yeah, I think I know what you mean. Like, radio, maybe time to move on and stuff. So anyway, fantastic episode. I loved it. It was nostalgic. You get lots of old cameos, a lot of funny moments in it, and just great. Episode 8, and it's still going great. I'm loving the Frasier reboot. This is the second season, and like I said, I'm really enjoying all the characters, loving the cameos. It's fantastic. If you're not watching it, you definitely are if you're this far in my video, so keep watching it, keep checking it out. It's a great time every week. Thanks for watching this far, though, guys. I really appreciate that. Please like, share, and subscribe to the video, and remember, everybody, stay out of trouble.